They say intelligence separates humans from the rest of the animal kingdom. But every now and then, someone comes along to challenge that theory. Welcome back to the Darwin Awards, Part 2, where natural selection continues its tireless, slightly sarcastic work, trimming the family tree, one foolish branch at a time. These are the stories of people who turned bad ideas into fatal outcomes, the pioneers of poor judgment, the explorers of idiocy. And through their misfortune, they remind the rest of us that survival still requires at least a working brain. Let's begin, as all good cautionary tales do, with royalty. In the year 882, young King Louis III of France, just 17, spotted a beautiful woman and decided to impress her the only way a teenage king could. He spurred his horse and galloped after her through the streets of Saint-Denis, full speed, crown glinting, confidence unshaken, until his skull met the wooden beam above her doorway. It split wide open, killing him instantly. The first recorded case, perhaps, of someone literally losing his head over a woman. But the French monarchy didn't learn. A few centuries later, Charles VIII managed to die the exact same way, smashing into a doorframe on his way to a tennis match. Apparently, even French architecture took part in natural selection. 1,000 years and an ocean away, evolution found new material to work with. Meet Derek Mosley. From Oregon, a man who decided to rob a gun shop armed only with a baseball bat and a knife. You can already guess how that went.
Within seconds, the store manager and every customer pointed their guns at him. Mosley froze, realizing too late that he had brought a bat to a gunfight. He survived, but his contribution to the gene pool was officially revoked.
Nature, however, doesn't always give second chances. In the Arizona desert, two men thought it would be fun to shoot at a massive saguaro cactus, those towering giants that have stood for centuries. The cactus took the first few blasts quietly, then took revenge. A huge arm, weighing over 100 kilos, broke off and crushed one of the shooters instantly. Locals said it was as if the desert itself had passed judgment. He was killed by the very thing he tried to kill. A sharp reminder that cause and effect still apply. Next up, Keith Seymour, a man whose last words were probably, "Let me take a look." He was running an unlicensed neighborhood fireworks show when one of the shells failed to launch. Instead of stepping back, he leaned over the tube to see what went wrong. At that exact moment, the firework decided to work perfectly. It exploded straight upward and took Keith's head along for the ride. That night, the audience learned the difference between curiosity and combustion. Meanwhile, in Australia, Bradley Streeter, a 20-year-old thrill-seeker, visited the Cave Garden sinkhole in Mount Gambier, a deep, vertical pit surrounded by safety rails. Naturally, he decided to perform a handstand on the edge. He slipped, fell, and was found hours later at the bottom. Locals said many had died there before, but none quite so enthusiastically. Now, to the frozen peaks of Colorado. Michael Wayne Sexton, 53, set out to find the legendary treasure of Forest Fen, convinced he'd solve the riddle. He packed for a quick day trip, 2 candy bars, 4 bottles of water, no tent, and absolutely no common sense. He and his friend got lost, were rescued once, and barely survived. Most people would take that as a divine warning. Michael took it as a challenge. A few weeks later, he went back, same spot, same gear, same mistake. Rescue didn't come in time. His frozen body was found a mile from where he'd been saved before. His friend survived by drinking his own urine. Michael, too proud to try, didn't. And that's how arrogance defeated hydration. Even paradise isn't safe from poor decisions. On Hawaii's Big Island, a 75-year-old man wanted the perfect selfie right at the edge of an active lava lake. Despite warning signs, he stepped too close and fell 100 feet into molten rock. His body was later recovered near the rim, a final, fiery reminder that nature doesn't do retakes. From the tropics to the trenches, evolution stayed busy. During the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, a Russian soldier stumbled upon a MacBook Pro on the battlefield. Greed took over. He removed the steel armor plate from his bulletproof vest to make room for the laptop. Moments later, he was shot right where the armor used to be. The MacBook, unsurprisingly, offered no ballistic protection. When his body was recovered, he was also carrying a looted iPad. Even in war, greed remains timeless and fatal.
And then there's Murad Lamrabat, a Dutch professional footballer vacationing in Mallorca with his family. He decided to impress them by cliff diving from a 30-meter drop into the sea.
Unfortunately, he misjudged the distance, hit the rocks instead, and died instantly, while his wife filmed from below. A tragic ending to a career once built on precision and control, both of which deserted him when he needed them most. The Darwin Awards may sound like dark humor, but behind the laughter lies a simple truth. Survival favors those who think. So, to the brave and the brainless, the fearless and the fatally curious, congratulations. You've proven once again that natural selection is alive, efficient, and sometimes downright hilarious. Humanity thanks you for your service and your sacrifice.